Hi there, you are listening to The Mystic Mind. Prepare to enter the marvelous multiverse of superheroes. Close your eyes now and focus. Focus on these words. I know you're here to get hypnotized and maybe enjoy a little entertainment. But let's be honest, you're not here to get taken away by a few action scenes and special effects. This time, you want to be part of the story. So keep your eyes closed unless instructed otherwise, and listen carefully. During an adventure like this, it is important that you don't let anything or anyone distract you, because, spoiler alert, soon you'll be facing a major supervillain in some kind of multiverse time warp situation. Don't worry, it'll all come together when we get to the next phase. And yes, some of this audio will make a little more sense if you listen to previous audios on this channel, kind of like watching the first movie in the series before seeing the second. But even if you haven't done that, don't worry, it's going to be a fun ride either way. One more thing, if you keep hearing superhero tropes or comic book references, let them serve as a reminder to keep your focus on the experience. It's also kind of meta and breaks the fourth wall a bit in your mind. Like the guy that Ryan Reynolds plays, that's a reference you may or may not get, but either way, it only takes you deeper. You can feel it happening now. You begin to drop into your unique idea of how you think it feels like to drift easily into trance. It can be like seeing a superhero movie. You can be curious to know how something so extraordinary within your imagination could be brought to life well enough that you can experience it and lose yourself in that experience for a little while, to the point where you become aware that you're unaware of your surroundings, and that's okay. You are focused on the movie and can easily follow the ups and downs of the experience that is about to occur. The ups and the downs. You clicked on this to be hypnotized, and you probably already know what it's like to experience the sensation of being pulled down into something like a dreamy state, your muscles relaxing as you breathe deeply, your shoulders slumping, being pulled into a drifty meditation. Or maybe you know what it's like to be pulled down into a deep, comfortable sleep. Breathing slow and steady, hearing me say the word sleep and automatically thinking of what that means for you and feeling it affect you now. Waves of calm rush through you, and you are allowing it to happen because you want to experience an escape, an adventure. Even though you know you can just turn this off and not follow these words, even though you know that being hypnotized right now might not feel like anything at all, but just going with the flow and following the pictures that come up on the big screen of your mind. The lights are off, and you're sitting on the couch or in a chair, just watching a movie inside your mind, so focused, so enthralled that you forget where you are. Your eyelids beginning to grow heavier in relaxation that continues to come in waves and flowing throughout your body. And you go with the flow as you imagine yourself, close your eyes, and you picture the movie play in your mind. You notice that you've become a character in this movie, And this character is falling. This character is you now, being guided gently into this world where your imagination soars. Your mind shifts. You fall deeper into this experience, deep into relaxation. Your eyelids are feeling heavier, sinking down to see the movie playing inside your mind, wondering what is about to happen, listening for a single word that serves as a reminder for you to relax instantly, automatically and completely, like the sound of a snap that blips away any distracting thoughts from existence, feeling the inevitability of what is going to happen, a famous snap, and a word, and a blink, and the gauntlet that causes the blip of your thoughts to instantly dissolve out of existence, and a reference, and a single word: sleep. They say the supervillain is powerful. They say that this monster can trick your mind in so many unexpected ways. But you're confident that you can keep the supervillain away because you can focus. You can create force fields around your mind to keep away all distractions. And doing so allows you to relax peacefully. It's nice to know that you can think about something and make it happen, like relaxing. Until the fall stops and you shake yourself awake, a bit more alert, realizing that you're listening to this audio about hypnosis and superheroes, realizing that drifting was easy, like a superpower, all on its own, like having special abilities you weren't aware of before. It's easy to fall in and out of awareness, going deeper into the experience as time goes on. And you can just sleep deeper and see yourself training. The movie plays on and you begin to master these powers to the point where they become second nature. Like hearing the word sleep and instantly knowing what to do. Knowing that you're not really asleep when you hear the word, but it's a signal to close your eyes, let go, and relax. You may or may not see this within yourself yet, but you will. Like a hero finding their strength even when they may not believe in themselves just yet. That power, that true power, is always there. In this movie you're watching, you feel like a friendly neighborhood web slinger, in that you may not have known how to handle these powers at first, but now you do, and there's so much good you can accomplish. But for the moment, it's just fun to swing from building to building effortlessly. The strong, secure web directing the momentum to carry you, feeling the refreshing wind as you toss yourself back and forth, feeling the freedom of breaking through any limitation that kept you from flying, from feeling strong and powerful. And while you're in this high-flying state, there comes a time when something unexpected happens. The web gets stuck, and there's a moment when you realize that you're falling again. Gravity simply takes over, and you drop into sleep for a moment. And in that moment, you realize that you can just allow the experience to happen. you know that within the quietest parts of your mind, you can allow the solution to just come to you effortlessly. So you continue to fall right into the opening of some kind of aircraft. You fall on your feet, crouching down and holding your balance in the perfect superhero landing pose you can muster. The two pilots both glance over their shoulders at you. You may be able to recognize them by their outfits. The super soldier in the seat, on your left, has an indestructible shield next to him, and the super spy on the right, in the black jumpsuit, smirks at you, her hair red and recognizable. "Nice landing," she says, and you're trying to determine if she's being sarcastic or not. The soldier with the shield tells you to buckle up, and you do. They both have a plan, and they're going to meet a friend of theirs, some tech genius at his tower, to go over it. The captain super soldier moves a lever on the controls, and the aircraft veers up. Your body is adjusting, becoming more awake, becoming aware, listening to some hypnosis audio about comic book heroes. You're more alert now, opening your eyes now, going in and out of awareness, easily, effortlessly. You can do this all day. Maybe you understood that reference. Maybe you're noticing the Easter eggs. Even if you're not, it doesn't matter because you're already finding yourself falling once again, dropping easily and effortlessly back into trance, into that comfortable daze, eyes starting to close maybe without you even thinking about it, and you fall into a deep sleep where you're back to watching the movie, absorbed and enthralled, wanting to know what happens next and finding that the aircraft is falling at incredible speeds. The soldier and the spy are telling you that someone or something is interrupting their feed. You all will need to parachute down. The scene is chaotic. The aircraft is falling and you're going deeper. But sometimes within all of the unsteady movement, you find yourself shaken awake just a bit. Eyes may be fluttering in a rush of awareness, but that aircraft is heavy and you are still falling, dreaming about a movie where you are playing a part where you're learning to trust that you will be okay, that you are being guided even through the turbulence, the rockiness, the ups, and the downs. As the plane falls, you prepare to fall even deeper. You just start to realize that you must trust in the elements coming together, assembling. Have you trained enough? You have to see what happens next. So you fall out of the aircraft and deep into trance. You let yourself drift, falling from this height to achieve this depth. You see the world below from a new perspective. You see the lushness, the aliveness, the simple complexities. And there's such a pull to be a part of it, to put good into it. Solutions come to you easily from this perspective. You already see yourself standing up to the supervillain in your mind, this barrier in your way, staying true to who you are and finding strength in doing so. Drifting awake a bit, becoming more aware of these words and all of the elements that are coming together, assembling, to give you this experience of trance that you've enjoyed so many times, whether in this form or in your daily life. Like before you drift to sleep each night, dreaming, daydreaming, or being immersed in a thrilling movie as you continue to fall even deeper, even more absorbed. And you start to feel a pleasant tingling on the back of your neck. This pleasant tingling happening now relaxes you even more. And it spreads down your spine and then all over your body. Whatever is happening, it feels like protection. It feels like security. This tingling spreads all over your body and over your head, where a helmet materializes. With it on, you notice you're breathing much easier now, and you're flying on your own. Your body is fully covered in this metal armor. Thrusters attached to your feet and hands are pushing you along the skies. A man's voice starts speaking in your ear through the technology of this contraption. He says that you can go ahead and say thank you now. You can even say thank you out loud for good measure. Something like, thank you, genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist, for giving me this upgraded, top-notch nanotech suit made especially for me. Thank you for creating technology so brilliant that all I need to do is think of this moment while in or out of trance to feel confident and strong. All I need to do is see myself flying in this iron suit while saying thank you. No, thank you, 3000. With a bit of a chuckle, you say thank you, 3000. You could say it to yourself or out loud. Thank you, 3000. You can't help but smile a bit as the billionaire shares that your friends in the aircraft are accounted for and you can meet them at his tower. You start flying down to the tower, but suddenly something starts to push you up. You want to go down, but you're moving up, 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 waking up. You have no choice. Something is pushing up underneath you as you're becoming more alert and aware of the fact that you're listening to this audio that you clicked on. Awareness is coming back to you and you're waking up now, but you want to figure out what happens. You want to finish the movie and find your friends at the tower. So you push down. It takes all of your strength. It takes so much effort. You tense your muscles. Now you can start to tense your muscles, even balling your hands into fists, feeling the effort you're putting into this. You're tensing every muscle to fight something. You're not sure what, but you're using all the energy you have. Now you can just release your muscles and drop, relaxing even deeper. Slowly, gently, eyes fluttering in pure, wonderful relaxation as you are lowered even deeper, letting those eyelids drop and sink into the panels flipping through your mind as you turn page after colorful and exciting page. You start to feel much deeper than before. Once lowered fully to the ground, you turn around and realize that you're standing in the palm of someone's gigantic hand. You're seeing that a giant is holding you in the palm of their hand. It's a good thing you recognize them as a friend and as part of the superhero team. Their helmet and suit give subtle and not so subtle hints to an ant, or maybe it's a fly, or some other insect. They say sorry for snatching you up, thinking you were in trouble. They ask where you were going. But then, something or someone starts interrupting the feed. Magic. Maybe at some point as a child you might have imagined what magic would feel like if you could feel it with your fingers. You instantly begin to feel those sensations. You feel the unmistakable sensation of magic wrapping around you, accompanied by a strange green gentle glow, and it calms you down even more. The magic begins to shrink the giant. You easily jump and fall out of their hand so you can watch the process happening. Neither of you know what's going on. But then the green light starts to shrink both of you now, even smaller than your actual size. The entire world seems to grow, and you, rapidly dropping deeper and faster, start seeing this happen around you instantly, and you don't know what's happening or what's going on. You can only drop deeper, faster, going back to what would keep the villain away, relaxing deeper, while the magic is calming you down deeper. Suddenly, everything around you starts to look vastly different. You're seeing all of the elements that come together, assembling into another realm entirely. The quantum realm, where you lose sight of space and time, where they intertwine into a gateway of possibilities, of many universes, of many worlds. Worlds you can explore at any time inside your mind. And it is also wonderfully fascinating to get lost in this rabbit hole for a while. To imagine being in a world between worlds where there are different versions or variants of you. And every version of you is working with each other towards the same goal. Only you know what that goal is, but every version of you is working through the obstacles, getting better at their abilities, relaxing, and letting the solutions come to them. You can just imagine every version of you from every universe achieving this goal that only you know of, in this place where time and space doesn't matter, where there is only now, and right now, every variant of you is going deeper into trance. So deep into trance that you forget that you forgot about your surroundings, and you forget all that assembled to take you down even deeper into blissful relaxation of both your mind and body. Deep sleep in every timeline. So deep that you forgot the details, that something wasn't quite right. You're supposed to be with your friends at the tower. You think that maybe you should wake up, but you have to see what the rest of the movie is going to be and where this leads. So you focus deeper on becoming even deeper relaxed. There's a word for this: surrendering. Blissfully drifting further into the realm of thoughts and ideas, of the things unseen, until this mysterious magic takes you into a strange world. The ground is an odd color. The sky is an unnatural hue. The air whistles eerily in a vibration that must not exist in the universe you know. You are suspended in the air by this magic, locked into place, your feet never touching this strange ground. You can feel what it might feel like if your body was slowly turning into stone, slowly becoming more and more difficult to move. You can experience what it would be like for your body to feel too heavy to move. You may have enough energy to adjust slightly until you comfortably settle into stillness, heavy like stone, slowing down. It's all starting to make sense, isn't it? Or maybe you're still confused. That's okay. Midgardians are apparently easy to confuse. You see the supervillain now, there's no mistaking it. Their frame, tall, armor, leathery, a green cape flowing behind their steps. Wearing a horned helmet, this villain gives a threatening unspoken warning with a mere gaze that sends shivers down your spine. You try to move, but you're so enthralled, so under this magical spell that your efforts are in vain. Even if you tried, you find it so hard to move a single inch. The trickster villain grins at your struggle. They explain to you that they are a god among humans, and they are burdened with glorious purpose. They've orchestrated everything from the start, weaving together stories, playing puppeteer to all of the elements that brought you into their spell. Everything that happened from the time you started falling to when you started watching a movie inside your mind, becoming so absorbed, falling into this very moment where the elements have come together to pull you under the trickster's spell. And it's too late. The trickster god already has a hold on you. They tell you that under the spell, you will not be able to resist any command you feel compelled to follow. You will instantly and automatically respond, and you'll want to, because it is in your nature, your natural state, to want to know how it feels, to kneel, to empty your mind, and you feel it happening. It is difficult to find any thoughts at all, and the words being spoken to you fill that empty space. The words telling you that it's simpler to follow along. No need to think. No need to worry about anything. Wanting to know what it feels like to respond so automatically, like it's second nature, like a superpower, all on its own. You forget that there may be a small part of you that wants to swim back up to the surface and find your friends. The spell is too powerful. You're too exhausted. Like the words that once drove a winter soldier to act. Some seem mundane enough and will have no effect on you, but some will send you reacting instantly and automatically. 17. Daybreak. 9. Drop. Deep. Homecoming. Empty. Furnace. Benign. 1. Sleep. You cannot find a single thought in your mind. In fact, you will find it hard to remember the details of what happened in the movie you were watching. Forgetting the movie entirely as you follow along, drifting under the spell. The details of the story don't matter. You can just let them go. You can just focus, play along, relax, and follow under this enchantment. The trickster allows you to move just enough for you to follow their commands. You are told to repeat the following words, either in your head or out loud, and you do instantly and automatically, repeating the following words either in your head or out loud without thinking. I am tremendously relaxed. It feels good to relax and follow. And the more I relax, the more entranced I become. I am sleeping deeper. I am deeply entranced. Stop repeating, says the trickster, knowing that everything is okay now. Everything that is happening is okay. You can just relax. You can just let yourself be completely at peace. Like cool water splashing on your face, you start to shake yourself out of it, waking up just enough to notice that you've been captivated by a mischievous foe. The sound of thunder and lightning pulls you up a little more, and you become aware that the trickster is still making it impossible to move without their command. But the clap and rolling of thunder above allows you to focus on what's happening. You see someone fly and collide into the trickster. A massive hammer carried him through the air and into the villain with what can only be described as cosmic impact. Clearly, this was a thunder god of sorts. You see them fight, and what a spectacle it is to behold. The thunder god using unbelievable strength, and the trickster god using magic and ingenuity. But you're still stuck. And yet, you know you have the ability to come out of the trickster's spell. The trickster relied heavily on lies and illusions, and you know that thoughts that do not serve you can be brushed away instantly, like illusions. They are not real to you. You see through the lies and experience truth. The truth is that space and time have no consequence here. So you live in the now, remembering that you can always go to the quietest place in your mind to find the strength, your truest self, your no longer secret identity, to find solutions that will just come to you. And it comes to you now, the only detail you will remember after you come out of this trance, forgetting all other details except flying through the air in an iron suit, feeling strong and confident, knowing exactly what to do, thinking, thank you, 3000. You have successfully broken the trickster's spell, and you can truly relax now. You relax into the scene as you see yourself using the unique abilities you've honed, the strength you always knew you had to help aid the battle against the supervillain. Those critical thoughts, the insecurities, the fears that drag you down, are only stories, illusions, and you can face them even if it's scary. You can see yourself helping to stop the villain in your own unique way, and it all plays out in your mind, like watching a scene in a movie or flipping pages in a comic book. Seeing that scene play out now. Every time you do this, it is never the same. The next time you listen to this, you might see a different ending to your story. There is a multiverse of possibilities available to witness, but all of your variants in every universe are working towards the same goal, just in different ways, so you know you will succeed. You feel yourself growing, evolving, and as you grow, the mythological gods become smaller and smaller. You start to leave this strange quantum realm, every variant of you taking in the learnings that you want to bring along deep inside your subconscious, helping you to achieve your goals both in and out of trance, helping you to believe in heroes in your own life, understanding that it might not happen exactly the way you expect it to, or even when you expect it to. It might take your storyline several movies to get there, but you will get there. And until you do, for now, you can just enjoy the ride. Waking up fully, bright and alert at the count of 5. 1, always easily letting go of any suggestions that are not for you, and always easily responding to any suggestion that you would fully like to experience. 2, growing and growing, moving up towards awareness. The credits of the movie are rolling. 3, the lights are coming up, starting to come back into the room, maybe not remembering many of the details of what you experienced, but smiling at a single iconic scene of you soaring through the sky in an iron suit thinking, "Thank you, 3000. 4, walking through the curtain fully awake and alert, taking in the lessons and this feeling of exhilaration and confidence. And 5, wide awake, 5, wide awake. Thank you for listening. Wait, before you go, I'm noticing another magical interference. Do you feel that? Sleep. Just like that. Responding so automatically, like a second nature, like a superpower, all on its own. Letting your eyes close and dropping deep down into trance, easily and effortlessly, knowing exactly what to do, relaxing deeper, letting everything go empty, letting the magic take you deeper into another world, inside your mind. Focusing, playing along, deeper, relaxed. You start to see the once giant person on your team come into view. They are relaxing on a beach drinking a mimosa. They call you to come over and you sit down on the beach chair next to them. The waters are vibrant and blue, the misty air refreshing. The birds are chirping and the sounds of the waves are rhythmic and cool. Like music in warm colors thumping and vibrating all around. Magic is here, inside your mind. You are told that there might be other variants of this trickster out and about, but you have all you need in order to face them, and you will be okay. Everything will come together, assemble, in the end. And in the end, your companion waves you off. Go, they say. You'll need to get your own drink. 1, emerging from trance. 2, feeling good and vibrant. 3, getting ready to open your eyes. 4, feeling so very refreshed and wonderful inside and out. And 5, wide awake. 5, wide awake. Thank you for listening to The Mystic Mind. Good for you sticking around for the after credit scene. Until next time, remember to focus, play along, and relax. Can't wait to see you on the next adventure.